Ebo Naija Mama. Yeah, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time joining me, you are welcome. And if you have been here before, you are also welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and share my video. As you know, this is a new channel, and I believe some of you have already known me. Those of you that don't know me, I have a channel called Ebo Naija Mama. So that channel was demonetized, and I was missing it with celebrity gist and my life. So I decided to open the channel to tell people about my life, how I live as a physically challenged mother of 2 daughters. Yes, this story, though I've said it in my channel before, but a lot of you will be newcomers in the channel, so I decided to tell you the story, which I believe a lot of people are going to learn from my story. They are going to see that there are some things which we are not supposed to take for granted as a parent or as a guider. So my story in this channel is about how I became a disabled woman or person. So it all started 1996. Then I was 19 years old, and I was about to write my senior WAEC SS3 exams. So during that, I bet you people should pardon my so I don't say English not be your mate, so I'm just managing myself to speak English. And also that pidgin I be my own. As somebody base the worry, our maths don't pidgin don't finish also. The English at times is correct, at times it's not the correct. So in whatever way I speak it, I bet when I be manager, I will manage to make it correct more. So that's so it be. So what I'm saying is, when I was 19 years old, I was not born disabled, I was not born crippled. I was born as a normal child like every other child. So I finished my primary school education, entered secondary school, about to write my senior YEC when this thing started. At first, I started feeling weak in my legs. If I'm walking, it will look as if the legs does not belong to me. It will be heavy. The leg will be heavy for me to carry. If I walk a little distance, I will rest. If I walk a little distance, I will rest. Even me, I was surprised. What is happening to me now? Why am I feeling weak on my legs? So many times I I will be complaining to my parents that see what I'm seeing. No, if I'm walking, I will be feeling weak. If I'm walking, I will be feeling weak. When I will be telling them, they will be saying, though my father is not always at home. He go to he's a driver and he's always traveling. Maybe at times 1 week, 2 weeks, he will not come back home. And when he will come, maybe we just spend the day. And that time I don't used to have that time to tell him that look at what is happening to me. So this thing continued. In I think there was a day I was walking. My slippers that I put on falling off my leg. If I just walk, when you are walking with your slippers, you will feel that you are putting on something. That this thing is you guys, you will feel it. Like when somebody pinch you now, you will feel that somebody is pinching you. But this one, I will not feel. I don't used to feel the slippers that it's on my leg. Look, I see something is on my leg, in my leg. So I cannot control the slippers anymore. Falling off my leg. At times I will even fall down. If any small to just kick my leg, I will just fall down. So that will continue to happen. I will be telling my mother that see, oh, look at what is happening. We say, na laziness they worry you. Which kind of thing they do? Na laziness they worry you, na laziness they worry you. That is what she continue telling me. So I continue like that. If they send me anywhere, I will just say, Mama, I no feel that place go tire me. Oh. Mommy will say, go. He says, as I worry, you be doing exercise. So if I'm going, when I walk tomorrow, I will sit down by the roadside and continue again. That was how everything started. So there was a day my father was at home, because of all this. I stopped going to school. I could not continue my school again. So there was a day my father was at home, and I told my father that, no, I did not even complete it. So that day they sent me message when I was coming. My father saw me the way I was walking. He was not saying, why are you walking like that? What is happening to you? And I told him that I've been complaining, that this leg is paining me. I think it's very heavy for me. I could not walk with it, but nobody's listening to me. So my father was surprised that, your mom really made sure this thing that I do. I was thinking that maybe just a minor something. No. She will not call me and say, how is it now doing you? I say, look at the ways where I explained to him. That's okay. That when they break, my mother should take me to General Hospital. Is I worry? So they took me there. When we got there, the doctor do tests, check everything. After doing a lot of tests, he said that they did not see anything. So they gave me drugs. We went to. I took all my drugs. The thing still continue. From there, now say, well, it's one hospital they call Eku Baptist Hospital, closer to Warri also. They took me there. When we got there, they do series of tests, everything. Still nothing. They say they did not see anything. They still give me drugs. I took all my drugs. The thing is getting worse. Then after there again, we came back. They now say, okay, I should go to one, that hospital is in a Saple. It's like it's orthopedic hospital, because what I saw there is people that they maybe they have fracture, all those things. They normally deal with bones. So we still went there, do series of tests. After doing the test, the doctor now told my father that he did not see anything, because all the hospitals we have been going to since, after they finish doing tests, everything, they will not tell my my dad that he should take me to a teaching hospital, that they don't have the equipment they are supposed to use here, so they should take me to a teaching hospital. So this same doctor, now this orthopedic doctor, now told us that we should go to a teaching hospital. That is where they have a lot of instruments that they will use it to carry more tests, which they have not done. So we left and came back. To go to, it was not easy, because my father was just a driver. So my father said, okay, let him look for money so that we'll go to a teaching hospital. So all this period now, being a young lady at that age, I was not happy. Every time always crying. I was always crying. I don't want to see people. I don't come out. I will just stay indoor. If anybody, in short, if I hear people talking, it will look as if they are disturbing me. I don't want to listen to anybody. I don't want to hear anybody. I only lock myself indoor. Even to eat, I was not eating. And this thing, it's getting to worse, to the extent that even my hand, I could not use my hand again. If I want to hold spoon, the spoon will be falling off my hand. I cannot eat. Everything just started going wrong in my system. So that I said, I don't know whether is that what they call depression, because I don't want to mingle with anybody. I don't talk to anybody. I don't. In short, I'm just there, just there, nothing. So there was a day when my father now told me that, because even my hair, that time my hair look unkempt. I don't comb it. I don't make it again. Everything just look unkempt about me. So my father now said that, this hair that you are carrying like this now, it's not good again. No. Since you say you don't want to be combing the hair, you don't want to plait the hair, come, let me barb the hair. I did not say anything. Once they are talking, I would just be looking at them. So they now hold me and carry me to the veranda to cut the hair. So that person, when my father was combing the hair, when my father was cutting the hair, I did not see it too. So immediately I said they should give me mirror to look at my hair. As I look at my eyes, When I saw the one, look, that is the place I could remember. I don't know what happened to me. The next place I saw myself was in the hospital in Agbaro. They rushed me to one hospital called Elo Clinic in Agbaro. So after test everything, they treat me. The man told my father that the senior doctor, they told my father that he should take me as soon as possible early to a teaching hospital. We should go to UBTH Benin, or we should go to LUTH Lagos, or UCH Ibadan. That we prefer us to go to Ibadan because Ibadan is more functional than any other ones in Mission. So immediately we got home. That very day, my father started looking for money. He borrowed money out to the one he already have. So the next, I think after about, it was not the next day. Yes, the next day, he now say, okay, want to carry me to UCH Ibadan. People started telling my father that, how are you going to carry this child to Ibadan? Are you not, don't just bother, because this child will die on you on the road though. No need for you to waste your time. You not see the way she's looking, she don't strength, nothing. Do you think this child can make it to Ibadan? My father said yes. It's better for him to try than for him to watch me give up on him like this. That he believe that I will survive, I will get to that hospital. So he shattered card, he put me inside and took me to Ibadan. When we got God, they carried out a lot of tests. After doing some tests, they say that what they found out is that I have a spinal blockage. The way they explain it to us is, they said that there is fluid, which is I don't know whether. So they said it's a spinal blockage, that fluid. They saw water at my spine, the spinal cord. That water block the uh, spinal cord, so blood is not flowing down again. That is why the nerves started getting weaker. And they say the problem is from the nerve, the veins, that the nerve started getting weaker because blood did not flow down to the nerves again. And that is the cause of the weakness of the body. So then I say the first thing they are going to do, that they are going to drill out that water for blood to start flowing down. So then I told my parents that my dad, it's my dad that followed me there, one of my cousins that followed me to that hospital. So then I told my father that when I started complaining that the leg is getting weaker, why did he not follow up that time? That's mean they start up ever since. This thing will not go to this extent. Because before they now took me to the hospital, I was not walking again. The only way I could walk that time is when somebody is holding me. Somebody will hold me here, somebody will support me here. That's the only way I could walk that time. So then I said they should have come early. They said, well, they are going to try their best, that they will do that blockage, that they are going to drill it out. And I say, okay. So then I fixed a date for me that they are going to drill that blockage out. The day now came that they are going to do that operation. They said I should not eat, should not take anything. They will start around and they're going to start in the next morning. So they took me to the theater. When they got there, they started. If you see and this I don't even know whether I would say they inject me, because everything they are doing is I was feeling the pains. I was feeling the pains. So I don't know whether they inject me or not, because then the knowledge there that time, I don't know how hospital things go. So I don't know whether they will inject me to kill that pain. But I was feeling all the pains. I was having all the bone they are putting in my body, all the needle they are putting in my body. I was feeling it. So first of all, if you see the needle, very, I've never seen that type of needle in my life. Very long, the needle very long. They shook it in my back. It was a woman doctor that was doing it. According to her, she said if she shook it inside the place, that she's going to drain that water out of that block that is that block the spine, that they're going to drill it out. So she shook it inside. Instead of water, she brought out blood. I was shouting. If you see on my nose, that day was the day I know that this our head or inside of us, I don't know where that thing is coming out from, is full of mucus, which is kata. Is full, it full our oh God. If you see the things that were, as they are doing it in the, I don't know, the things that were coming out of my nose, it was just dropping, just coming out. I don't know if all those ones are the blockage in my back, or I don't know where that thing is coming from. Everything is just coming out. So the doctor, she shook it the second time. Instead of the water to come out that she's looking for, she drew blood out. The doctor, she now said she will not do it again. And that place, that operation they was doing, my father paid a lot of money. A lot of money. God. So the doctor now told us that he's pitying my dad and he's pitying me also. That the way he look at my dad, I know that is somebody that is struggling, that not have money. That if they should roll me back to the world now, this thing they don't achieve it. That we are going to pay another money to start up this operation again. That she's even confused, that she don't know what to do. That what she's going to do for us now, that we should hold them. You know that when they want to do the operation, there was a woman that oh God. So although when she now told us that she's going to look for another doctor that will come and join her to do this thing. Meanwhile, it was not only she that was out. I don't know whether those people, they are nurses or they are doctors under her. I don't know. She now said that she's going to look for another doctor to come and try whether the doctor can remove those liquid from the back. She left. After about some minutes, she came back with another doctor. Meanwhile, I was still on the table seeing everything that was going on. In pain, I was shouting. Oh God. I cried on my eyes. If you see my father was just like a woman. My father was crying. My father was to the extent that they would tell him to leave the premises from that, to leave that place. He was crying. So when this doctor came inside, after looking around, check what they have already done, he was not complaining that they have already shook that needle in my back 2 times, which is not supposed to be. That if they should put another needle in my back now, that they don't want me to paralyze because it's the spinal cord they are dealing with. That they don't want me to just paralyze. That if they put that needle in my back once, that which is the 3rd time, that they not get us, they are going to bring me back to the world and they are not going to do it again. In my mind, I was praying. I said, God, what happened to me? So the doctor that tried, he now shook that needle, enter the place, and before he did it, he was using hand to, I don't know whether he's counting the bones at the back or what was he looking for. He has says that they did look everything, go all the tests, go right, check everything before he started doing that thing. So he was using his hand to do my back like this. I don't know what he was doing. I'm not a doctor. When he dipped that needle in my back, I heard it in my brain. From my head to my feet, I feel the needle. It drew. I feel when the thing come out of me, it's like, how will I say it? It's like when somebody is pressing your neck. You are choking, you can't breathe. Somebody is pressing your neck with something, pressing your neck. Then immediately the person now remove it. You know that feeling, how you will feel. That was how I felt when that doctor shook that in my back and drew that liquid in my back. Immediately he put it down, was the doctor drained the liquid out. If you see what that man drew out of my back, for example, if you cut okra now, put it inside water. You cut okra, put it inside, you now remove the water from the okra from inside the water. You know how that water will be drawing. That was how the things that man drew out of my back was drawing. Food inside plates. If you see blood everywhere, oh God. All my body became very light. I felt light. Then the hands that I could not move before, everything felt light. The doctor was not saying, you are lucky. You are very, very lucky. You are a lucky girl. You are a lucky girl. That was what he was just saying. Oh. So, after they now took me back to the what do they call it, the ward. So they told me that this operation they did for me, that is a very strong operation, that I should lie in my back like this for 24 hours. I should not get up. I should not sit down. I'm going to lie like that, raise my head like this, just be there for 24 hours. That place we went to in the morning, we left there after 3 in the afternoon. So they now told me that I'm going to get up the next day, 3 o'clock. That's how I'm going to lie. That was how my problem started. I was there. They gave me injections, everything. I believe those injections is to free the pain, to lessen the pain, everything that they gave me. They said I will not drink water, I will not eat, I will not take anything for that 24 hours. So they now told me that if I get up, I say I want to do some work and get up, no matter the pain I'm feeling, that the headache that will come, no medicine can cure it. And after that, they don't know what will happen, which they will not like to tell me after that headache. So I should just maintain, pity my father that has been here since, with me, pity my sister, and bear whatever pain I'm going to have. I said, no, well, I will try. So I lied down there. From that 3 o'clock till 9, my father did not go. Because they don't normally allow him. They were being a women's ward. They will say you should go outside. They're always driving. But that particular day, because they say the way he was feeling, and even the pain I was feeling, they decided to leave him. Till around 9, they now say he should go. And before that 9 o'clock, the pain in my back, there is nothing to compare it. There is nothing to compare it. I have a child. I've had labor pain. That pain, you cannot compare it to labor pain. I know the pain is, I know it is different, but you cannot compare it. The pain I was feeling there, that was just 9 o'clock in the evening. Let me say, from 3 to that time. Well, I think it's about 6 hours, if I'm not mistaken. For that, and they said I'm going to lie for 24 hours. I've only done 6 hours. The pain, nothing to compare it. I was just there shouting, chatting, crying. I was saying, I want to get up. I want to get up. If I want to die, let me just die. That this pain is too much for me. I could not bear it again. They should just allow me to. If I want to die, let me rest. Let me rest. Then I said my father should go outside. He drove me. When my father went outside, and I stand by the window, he was looking at me through the window. If you see my father need that outside in the window there. I was just seeing he was begging me like this, please don't get up. He's not even talking. This is what he was just doing. He was just doing, like, I know this thing he's doing is telling me that please don't get up. Because I was saying the pain is too much for me. Let me just get up and end everything for just once. He was begging me. When the nurse now saw everything that was happening, the nurse now came and I said, sorry. So he was telling me that I might be the one on this bed feeling this pain. That the way he's seeing my father is the one. My father pains even more than my own. Whether I'm not pitying my father, I should pity that man. That he has never seen a father so concerned about his child like this, the way my father is feeling. They have been working in this hospital. That I should please, even if I don't love my life, I don't like my life to live again, I should, because of my father, bear it. Because of my father, I should bear it. So the nurse said that he wants to do something for me, that They say I should not take water, I should not take anything. But what it's going to do for me now is going to bring tablet for me. But of which that tablet, I cannot go out to say I want to go and buy tablet. And those drugs belongs to another patient. That what it's going to do is going to go to the drugs where they used to put drugs, go and look for tab for me. It will give it to me, but it's not going to give me water to swallow it. That I will chew it like that so that I will not drink water, just to ease this pain, because the way it seems like you know that I'm really having pain. So that was now went. Now bring tablet. That tablet he brought, she told me that it's to relieve the pain and to make me sleep. So I now gave me, I chew it like that. And on my throat, I don't even know how I swallowed that, because no saliva in my mouth again, no saliva, everything is just dry. I don't even know how that it passed through my throat. So after some minutes, I slept off. After 12, I woke up again. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. God. I woke up. The pain starts all over again. That was how I cry. I shout. I sing. There is nothing I did not do that night. But I maintain that what that nurse told me, that because of your father, just bear this pain. I did not get up. I stayed up through that night. I could not sleep, nothing. It was in the morning after 8. Before that, after 8, around 6 o'clock, my father entered, because even though they don't know where they are staying, is the my father will just go and look for a bench anywhere outside the hospital. That is where he used to sleep. And my sister, in the veranda there, they see bench, they see chair, anywhere they just sleep. That's where they used to sleep. They don't have anywhere they used to sleep. We don't nobody to go and look for hotel. We don't know anybody there in Ibadan. So that was how they were living. Before 6 o'clock, my father have already reached where I am. So when he saw me, he was very happy that I'm still breathing, I'm still alive. So he encouraged me, talk. You know, words of a father encouraged me. That encouragement he gave me, pray for me. I feel happy. So that night after 8, I slept off. After 8 in the morning, I slept off till I think it was either after 12 or after 11 before I woke up. So when I woke up, I look at the time and say, well, just remember some few hours, I will be up. So they were there talking to me. My father was trying to make me happy, telling me different stories, telling me on ways that will make me happy. I skate through. When it was 3 o'clock, the nurses now came. One person heard me here. Then I should stand up. I should sit down. That was how I get up and sit down. They brought water. I drank a little. They gave me Lipton. That was how I started taking something. And you know that before then, I could not use my hand to. I was not using my hand to do anything. The hand was just there like that. But after that operation, when they gave me water to drink, I could hold the cup firm and drink. They gave me spoon. I could use the spoon, hold the spoon firm and use it to drink pap. Come on. My father was so happy. He was so happy. But I get up and stand up, but the legs are still weak. I could not move it. They are going to do more treatment for me. That is just the beginning. It's okay. So they started giving me drugs, injection. In my hand, they used to give me two injection in the morning and evening. So I was collecting that injection every day, four injections every day. So they're giving me treatment, and they now started taking me to physiotherapy. I will go to physiotherapy 3 times a week, doing some exercise, doing some lot of things. These things started improving. But they said they are going to work on the veins, that the veins are very, very weak, that would not come early. So after there is one test that they say they want to do for me. That is after that test, No, it has not reached there. So even this treatment they were giving me, money finished. We did not have any money with us again. You people know that, like I told you before, my father was a driver. He used to drive. Because you people know that my father now go, because after that operation, my father left us and go back to Warri. I was only there with my cousin sister, Blessing. So he left. So they started demanding for money for us to do some certain things, buy drugs, do this, do that. No money. My father did not send anybody to give him money again. My father now sold the car he was using to do driving work. And we are 7 in numbers. My father has 7 children. I'm the third. He have other children that is taken care of with that car. But people know that my father sold that car so that I could see money to send to us to continue my treatment. How many father will do that? How many father is going to do that? He sold the car. And when he even sold the car, he did not tell us. He did not tell us in the hospital. I did not know. So he sent some money to us. Even the money he sent for the car, he sold, he sent to us. The car money, everything still finished for the treatment they are giving to us. Well, we spent a lot of money in that hospital. So after that one, they now said that there is one particular test that I'm going to do. The money they call for that test. I could not remember the amount again. It has been long now, over 24, 25 years now. I could not remember the money. They made sure that, but the money was huge. So in the hospital, we registered with the hospital food service, or what they call it. They used to give us food twice a day. We could not afford food again. So there's one particular doctor, I think Olowolaf. What is the name of that guy? I forgot the guy name. He's a doctor, very kind. We have good people in this life, but we are good people. Very kind-hearted doctor. Why did I forget this? She now said that since we cannot afford no food, nothing to eat, nothing. So this lady now said that I should not worry, that it's going to meet the hospital authority, that they should grant us waiver. That was the purpose of hearing that word, waiver. They will grant us waiver so that they will be giving me food free in the hospital. And being somebody that have not gone to Yoruba side before, I don't the food they are giving me, I could not eat the food. If you see on my mat, it's here because the only food that was eating there was only rice. That was when I believed that too much of carbohydrate can really do some certain things to somebody's health. On my mat here, it was peppering me because I was eating only rice. So that waiver they now grant us, so they're giving us food twice a day. Then the treatment, everything stopped because no money again to continue the treatment. So the doctor now told me that he's still going to help me so that they will grant me waiver for government to take over my case so that they will treat me for free. If you warrant for them taking me out of this office now to another person anywhere, that is going to help me do it so that government will take over my case to help me. That he like my father, the way my father is showing concern because of me. So now after really work, this girl do the groundwork, everything, they now grant me the waiver. And when they grant me the waiver, that test they say I should do, they now give me dates to do the test. And that test they put it in 2 months time that I'm going to do the test. So when they now gave me this 2 months time, this girl now say that this, because she is my consultant. So the girl now said that I cannot stay in this hospital for 2 months. That if I should stay in this hospital for 2 months, I'm going to contact another disease. So instead of that one, that they are going to discharge me to go home, then I will come back for the test before they will admit me again. The next story I'm going to tell people. Did I come back? Did I do that test? In my next episode, people are going to know. So for now, bye, because the video is getting too long. Thank you.